your girl Patience John Amaru. You are welcome back to another episode of Heart to Heart. Guys, in today's episode, I have a special guest here today and he's going to introduce himself.
What's going on, world? It's your boy chriskabs, and I'm here for a dope conversation. And thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. So, guys, before we dive into this episode, I'm going to share. Is everything okay? I'm going to say like a short prayer. So, Heavenly Father, King of Glory, thank you for today. Thank you for the life of everyone that is going to listen to this episode. And thank you for the life of my guest. And thank you, oh Lord, for, your constant love. And, we acknowledge you and we say thank you. And we pray to you that whatever we're going to say in this episode today helps somebody out there. And in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Are you ready for my question?
Are you ready for my answers?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
My first questions. Let me go. So, does love equals capacity?
Love, equal, capacity. Man, I wasn't prepared for that type of questions. Elaborate more.
Okay. Do you know like you could love somebody and you might love them, but they might not be for you?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as far as romance goes, you could romantically love someone based on the attachment that you have with a particular person, but yet you're not in love with them, if that makes sense. You could love anything as far as feelings goes, but I don't believe that you don't that you have to be in love with someone, because I've been with someone before where I loved who they were for me, but I wasn't necessarily in love with them. Because when you are in love, you love everything about them, including everything. So yeah, that's my answer to that.
Fair enough. For me, I think like love does not really equal capacity because you can really like somebody and they might not be for you in terms of like marriage or like lifetime something, because like we all have like different upbringing and different beliefs and stuff like that, but you could come across somebody that you really like, that you admire, and that you actually before you actually take something seriously, you get to like know this person, but you like them, but like, okay, if you like somebody, you like everything about them, but what if something that is not really your type of style?
Okay. I think lately I've been emphasizing on liking somebody. Because when you like someone, you like to spend time with them. You like to do things with them. You like to see them. You like them to see you and like them to like you back. Because liking something is a choice. So if I decide to be with this girl because I like her first, I like what I see. So that's my taste of human. So I like you for that. Loving is a must because God loves us, so we love people. But liking is a choice. So I choose to like you first. Loving can grow as we proceed.
So basically, you like the whole of them.
I like the whole of them first. I think for me, if I don't like you, it's gonna be hard for me to stick around. Because liking is basically liking your energy, liking whoever you are, the way you sound, the way you talk, the sound of your voice, your energy. That's liking. That's a choice that I made to be here. As a matter of fact, you can't even. It's subconscious when you like something. I like you, or you are good for me because I like what I see. So somehow I am indulging your presence, your energy. So I'm liking this person.
Makes sense.
So loving and like are two different things from my perspective.
So like what you just explained as well, like if you like somebody, you like them with their mindsets, with the whole of them.
Everything.
Okay. I kind of agree with some things, and I do not, because
So which part
because
didn't you agree?
because like depending on what you want to go into, like depending on like how long you're willing to go, no? Because like you could love somebody now and then, but you can't really be together. But you love them, but you just can't be together.
I don't move like that. I don't like to force things. I'm very natural. I'm very organic. People who know me, I'm very organic. I don't fake my feelings. I don't fake my life, my smile. If you're not for me, you're not for me. I don't second guess. I don't overthink. I don't force myself to believe in something that I don't see. Right? Don't even try to convince me to like it. It should just happen.
Okay, let's.
See what I'm saying?
I get you. You're making sense, but also let's look at it culture wise, belief wise. Well, why even pursue the person without even knowing this beforehand?
Knowing what beforehand.
Like, you know, sometimes you could actually love somebody, but they have a different belief to what you believe in, or different culture that you don't align with. But
Right.
you love them, but you just can't be with them. But you can love them from a distance.
I think my love grows based on how much I like you. Like I'm just that guy. I cannot love you first. I don't know how to do it. You know, I love my parents by default and also by loyalty, right? But maybe I don't like everything about them. And so that's not a choice. That's a must. These are my parents. I love my siblings, right? But liking, but again, when it comes to me meeting someone new, okay, so I've got options here to either walk away or walk towards you because I like what I see, quote unquote. So obviously, as you proceed to get to know them, I do ask questions,
Makes sense.
and like
Yeah.
obviously because I come first, right? So I gotta make sure that whatever you have going on align with me because
Makes
I do
sense.
come first.
Makes
I
sense.
can't put you first just because I like you. You know? Again, liking you is for me because I like what I see for me.
Makes
So
sense.
I don't really compromise when it comes to my taste of life or my choice of liking things.
Makes sense. I respect that because
I
we are.
appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I respect that
I
because
should
we are
respect that.
different. We are different people, and you
Yeah.
know, so I get that. But for my own, you know, I just kind of feel like I do agree with some of the things you said, and I would agree that they make sense. And according to you as an individual, and you know how you move, you know, and at the same time, I don't believe that love equal capacity for me.
Right.
So I think that you have to, you know, if you if this person completes you like you said, yes, like that's your choice, you know. But
What
sometimes,
you mean this person complete you?
like,
Elaborate.
I don't know, like, okay, you love somebody, you got to know them, they're very kind, they're very this and that, but there's just something missing. But you needed that and they don't have it.
Man, this sound personal. You alright?
No,
You good?
it's not personal. It's just like
Are
the
you going through
way.
some shit?
No,
I mean,
no,
we can
it's
talk about it.
no,
'Cause
it's just for me. It's just like I just don't think because I feel like you could love somebody. Okay, let's look at it. Sometimes you might be with somebody and then you find out they're just not for you. Like
right.
you could love somebody, but they might be toxic for you. You could love
Yeah.
somebody, they
So
might
that,
be like they might not be healthy for you.
yeah. So
You
that's why
could,
we have communication. That's why you gotta be able to have the balls, so the courage to open a safe space to talk about it. I think that I mean I reached a level in my life where I champion, I promote transparency. Like I promote honesty
honesty.
because
That's very important.
time is valuable. Time is all we have. So why would I waste my time suffering when I could just talk about it?
Exactly.
Like I don't care how hard that would be. I don't care if I had to cry or to, but we still have to find a way. Like I don't mind being uncomfortable.
You don't mind being uncomfortable for how
I mean,
long
like I
though?
don't mind to face let's say to go through uncomfortable conversation just to go. I'm saying just to prove my point.
Okay, I
What
get
I'm saying
that.
because
Yeah.
sometimes people in general we are afraid of being confronted by people. So I came to a stage in my life where I feel like that's the best weapon. Being honest, say what you feel, how you feel, and then it's up to the person that you're dealing with to be able to respond back to you. My job is to speak the truth so that we can go somewhere and find a solution.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah.
So, okay, fair enough. So I have another question
Sure
for
thing.
you, and the second question is, okay, what do you view as the biggest problem in the society today?
Uh, as in from which aspect, from which
Like,
degrees we're
like
talking
the
about?
biggest problem that you think, like, what do you think is actually the biggest problem in the society that we are today? I know there's so many.
Wow.
One, like, just name
So
anyone that
should I
came
pick
to you.
one?
Yeah, just
I would say
go with the flow.
insecurities. I think that nowadays people are very insecure. You know, we are here subconsciously want to match, compete with everybody. You know, we try so hard to fit in. We try so hard to be accepted, and somehow we forgetting about ourselves. You know, we are you know what I'm saying, numbers hungry. You know what I'm saying, success hungry. You know, you want to be the best. You look at your friend's Instagram. You want to be just like that person
What?
instead of being inspired by. You know what I'm saying? So I think that nowadays people are very insecure. Even in a relationship, and you have your girl, and then you see a couple walking by. Maybe they have a fly vibe going on. You're like, oh, look at them. I want to be just like them. You know what I'm saying? So we are too distracted by the outsider.
What?
You know what I'm saying? I think that people are too insecure these days, and we are easily losing our vision by chasing the wrong goal, which is competition. You know, as soon as you start competing, that's when you are actually betraying your own vision. So I clocked that since last year. You know, that even myself, man, you know, I used to be insecure.
We've all been there.
We all been. So now, because when you are insecure, sometimes it comes off very. You may end up come across very aggressive, very, you know. Oh, let me show you what I can do because I want y'all to believe in me. So sometimes you just have to sit back and reflect. I'm saying reevaluate yourself. Like, who are you? Why are you here? What are your purpose? Or maybe what is your purpose? I think once I knew what my purpose was, that's kind of when I stopped worrying about people. It's about me, my vision, and my purpose, and my calling too. By the way,
That's
you know. So
yeah. So I actually really agree with what you just said, because like all of this align with social media as well and today's technology, because I don't know, I just feel like everyone is just on the path that, you know, like you said, insecurity, you know, you're comparing yourself, you see relationship, you want to be like that, but you don't know what really goes on in that relationship.
exactly,
They basically just show you what you need to see.
yeah, the front cover.
Exactly. So what do you think, like, okay, the biggest problem is that as well, and also like how do we get here if not social media?
How we got here?
Yeah.
I would say
Because
human nature, man. You know, human are greedy. We are greedy. We want more. Human are curious.
you're not content.
We're not content. I remember when I had my first car at 17. You know, I was like, man, I got this car. Few months later, man, what's next?
Yeah.
So now you're bored.
I feel you. Like,
You know, before social media, we were just chilling.
you like with normal people.
We were just chilling. I remember me being 12 years old, like 10 even, like I didn't have any phone.
Hey.
So for me to meet my friend, we agreed on certain time, and we were meeting there at that time without even asking where you at. We just
yeah,
knew.
it was rich then.
It was richer. So now it's really about your phone, technology.
Yeah.
You know, let me show you how I live my life when we're hiding the truth. Your true self is not what you promote online. Your truth is that little boy or that little girl that you are. See, I think people need to come to a stage where, you know, to realize that people don't give a.
They really don't. I clocked
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Like,
It's
I
really about
clocked that.
things that matters to you, people that matters to you. These are people that you should, you know, invest your time with. And that's kind of where I am right now with my life.
That's really healthy.
Yeah,
It's
as you grow, as you go through certain things in life, your perspective really changes.
Change. Yeah. And
saying?
you're right, because like, you know, like you need to surround yourself with positive minds, people
Exactly.
that helps you to grow, people that inspires you.
Exactly.
You know, then you grow yourself. You want to do better. Like
Right.
if you're around people that are very healthy, that have this brilliant ideas, and you know they know what to do, or they don't know, but they're very like active to want to do something, and
Yeah.
you know they bring that monster in you as well.
I think the beauty is that, like, I don't need you to be all the way healthy because we are trying.
Exactly.
That's the thing. We are all trying to be, you know, in best behavior. You know, we are trying to be good. We are trying to have good intention. So once I can see that you have good intention, that's enough for me. Because like nobody's perfect, man.
Yeah. True.
Sometimes even those people that hurt you, maybe they really care about you.
Yeah.
Sometimes people get caught up. Like I said, there's always two sides of a story.
Yeah.
So I think that people should be more patient with people because we're not perfect.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I think
God.
my surrounding is built with people who are not perfect, but they have good intentions to be good. And for me, that's enough for me.
Yeah.
I'm saying once I know your intention, the rest we can, you know what I'm saying, we can work around it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say as well from a Christian perspective as
Right.
well. Like in the book of Psalm 146 verse 3, it says, "Do not put your trust in the Son of Man." And I understand where you're coming from as well. Like you have an assurance, and at the same time, you know, the assurance that you have, you trust them. Basically, that's the thing. So, and you've been around that circle, and they give you that, and then you know they're not perfect themselves. So there is. Do you believe in spiritual warfare?
I do. Of course I do.
So at the same time, I feel like
So
even
let's
your
pause real quick.
okay.
Do you mind? I think my phone is ringing all the time. Do you want to grab it, just put it there somewhere? Because I get distracted when it vibrates. Sorry about that. I think you guys can cut it, right? You're doing good.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Just put it flat as it was. Let's go.
Okay. So you know, like what she said as well, like you know they're not perfect. You're not perfect. You have assurance, right? But at the same time, I feel like lack of prayer, like because in friendship, relationship, there is spiritual warfare because you're a different individual compared to me. What I have is not what you have.
Exactly.
So if you guys don't have the mindset of prayer or coming together to bless yourself, conflicts, little things could actually cost a big thing that you just kind of like go your different ways. And then that becomes unhealthy. And that's where another aspect of social life.
Yeah.
And if, do you want to say something?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
And if you look at it as well, think about people's mental health in this generation compared to before.
Right.
The number of suicide this time and the number of people that they've really gone astray. Social media, competition, I'm not good enough. And look around us. BBL, surgery. I'm not judging people that does BBL, is your choice.
Shout out to BBL.
Stop, it's your choice. But the thing is, there's so much like men will be like, oh, your boobies are saggy. But back in the days, our grandfathers or whatever, they love our grandmothers with their saggy boobies
So
and
basically,
everything.
what changed? Basically,
Social media.
how did we get here?
Yeah, we go.
Yeah. So now back to my point. Insecurity.
Insecurity.
And
So
that's
what
it.
caused the insecurity if not social media?
It is social media. It is, and that's why spiritually speaking, you gotta be firm and solid. Like that's why soul searching, self reflection, meditation, prayers, all that stuff, we need it to stay solid.
We do.
You know what I'm saying?
We
And
do.
also, it's okay to stumble every now and then because we're not perfect. Like, I mean, who am I not to look at BBL and go, man, I want this, or I'm saying, oh, you know what I'm saying, I want that. It's okay to get sometimes distracted, but always remember who you are, why you're here, what's the mission. Because the sad part is when you are mentally, spiritually lost. Because once you lost, it's hard to come back. So it is your job as a human to fight for your life every single day. Every single time when you wake up in the morning, the battle starts right there. As soon as you open your eyes in the morning, the battle of living, just to wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, go to work, touching people's hands and shake hands and go to meetings.
Energy, people's
like
energy.
every single thing you do outside of your comfort zone is a battle.
It is.
It is, you know what I'm saying? So that's why some people do believe in prayer. Some people believe in yoga. Like whatever you gotta do to keep your mind, you know what I'm saying, focused, you gotta do it. I do pray sometimes. I mean, I'm trying.
Keep trying.
You know, but I do meditate every now and then because I believe in balance. Once you balance, you think better.
Yeah, calm. I respect you saying that as well because as Christians as well, like, you know, was our weapon to pray, right? But a lot of times, like, we're not consistent with that prayer and we still get unconditional love from God. But at the same time, yeah, we need to start setting our foundation on a very good, solid rock.
Right.
You know? So I feel like now we need to, I don't know, like we just need to focus, like you say, whatever makes you happy, like meditation or praying or yoga, whatever, like whatever works for you. And one thing I'm gonna say as well is we do not battle against, what do we battle against? You know, the enemies of this world, the higher powers.
Who's the enemy of this world?
Um
The people at the back. Because I mean, we got people out here watching, wondering. So who's the enemy? Is it Trump or is it Biden?
the
Is it
enemies
Obama? Who's
of
the
the
enemy?
world is the Satan that is always looking for soul to destroy and to devour.
You think so?
Yeah. So if you're from you're a Christian man or a woman, you know your weapon.
So now, what
is
about
to
people
pray.
who are not Christians who are just
Then
living life?
if you're not Christian, you don't have the same belief as me. Whatever makes
So
you.
now, why must you
helps
believe
you.
that you have the right belief?
I have the right belief
I mean, why must you believe that your beliefs is the one?
because my belief work for me.
Sure,
Because I see changes, I
Okay.
see testimony in my
Okay.
belief. You know.
I respect that.
Yeah, calm. So I would say do that, and your belief as well. Do whatever, and at the same time, you have to know that it said, "I will lift up my eyes to the hills, for where cometh my help. My help coming from the Lord, the one who make heaven and earth." I'm not trying to preach, but
Nah, do your
you
thing.
have yourself, like it's not like you have to dismiss people,
Of course.
But at the same time, you have to know that your journey have to be you, God, and you. Because at the end of the day, is you who is going to be asked that question. Is you who's going to be standing on that day. But that doesn't say do not care for your brother or do not be your brother's keeper. But at the same time, set your mind.
Real question.
Okay.
So when you talk to God, do you talk to Him to ask or to appreciate or to just be grateful?
Depending, because it's two ways for me. Because sometimes life can be life and I ask questions.
Okay.
But most of the time, I'm always very grateful, acknowledge, because if I look around me, I have so many reasons to be grateful. But I'm human. I'm also a child of God. Sometimes I have to question Him, like, Lord, what's going on? Like this is like life could be life in that you could literally ask God a question. You can ask Him. He said we can ask. We shouldn't be scared of Him. He's our Father. He
So
said
you ask questions based on things that you don't know?
no,
Or
based
asking
on
things that you need to know?
what I need to know and why this happened.
Okay.
I'm not just depending on like the situations. I would ask, I would cry. He said we shouldn't be scared. He's our Father. He said ask, knock, seek. If He
Shall
gave that,
receive.
He gave us that instruction, and He's
Right.
our Father. So why should I be scared of Him? So, Father, why did this happen? Why do you think I deserve this? Okay, maybe I did it this way. I did it wrong. I am sorry, but you see me do it. But I'm sorry, but why did it happen again? You can question your God, but not in a very disrespectful way, because everything that is being said against the kingdom cannot be taken back.
Right.
But at the same time, I think this generation needs to focus on the right thing. The kingdom, or like what you believe. For me, as a Christian woman here, the world is full of judgment. You can judge, but what's the foundation? Where are we headed? Like, who shall you return to? Take a break from that social media if you need to, because like a lot of things,
I think
social media.
No, you're right. I don't want to, slander social media, because that's also what we use for our market, for our businesses.
positive side,
listen, shout out to Instagram and Clubhouse and TikTok and
YouTube,
Facebook and
subscribe
Twitter.
to my YouTube channel.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? What else we have? X, that's the new Twitter name. You know what I'm saying? These are also the platforms that we use to promote our businesses.
You're right.
So I think that in life period, there are always pros and cons, right? And we have wisdom and knowledge we need wisdom and knowledge in order to know when to turn off the a consumption of those a platform, right? So again, I think that people just need to know their purposes. I think once you know that, like, that would be your fun, that would be your hobby.
Listen to him.
Because I think I enjoy my life now better. I became much calmer since I found my purpose.
What? Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because back then, the goal was to get this. Okay, I got this. So my goal was, I would love to work with this artist. I've done it. And then you're bored
Yeah.
because you have no purpose. So these are short-term goals that anybody can set. Then one day I sat in my room thinking, okay, what do I need to do? Like like who am I?
Very important
And,
question.
and then I came to realize that my voice, my talent is my weapon, and my purpose is to inspire the world with my story and to uplift people with my songs.
Makes sense.
That's why when I write my songs, I'm very intentional with it, you know. And then as soon as I became intentional, that's when I became more focused on. That's when I became focused and also attentive to details. You know, once you're attention to details, that's when you know exactly what to do. I think clarity is also physical. Like it's really so searching. Like once you just know details, what and where and how to do it, that's kind of how life becomes fun to you. Because life is really beautiful,
Yeah.
but people are too caught up with the, you know, with the low IQ situations for so long to a point where you wake up, you're 45, and you're still trying to figure out who you are. So, you know,
Don't
luckily
tell
enough,
you what, you're interested in booty call. Like,
no, not too much. Okay, let people do that. No, like I don't judge. I came to, I swear to God, I came to a stage where I stopped judging people because life is hard.
yeah.
Everybody trying to fit in. Everybody trying to be seen. Everybody trying to be loved, embraced by someone.
We all want to be
You know what I'm
loved.
saying? But as soon as you, I mean, once you know exactly who you are, you know, and you have clarity and you have a clear vision, man, that's really when life become more interesting.
You lot better listen to this man. It's making
Nah, I'm
sense.
trying, man. Hey, listen.
Yeah, I get that. That's really important. So I hope the audience are gonna listen to this and life be life and listen to this. Another question that I have is expectations and contributions, like towards relationship, families, and friends. What would you say by that? What would you say about that?
Expectations, contribution
Yeah.
towards.
Towards friendship, family, relationship, like expectations and
great question.
contribution.
I love contribution because I mean not because I will remind you 5 years down the line. Hey, do you remember when I did that for you? I just love the idea of when someone contribute, whether his time or her time, that's enough for me. When someone calls my phone and say, "Hey, Chris, I'm coming to your house," or "Yo, Chris, let's go for dinner because I just want to spend time with you, bro," or it's a girl, whatever. That alone already, that means a lot to me. Because reason why I stopped expecting from people, because people are just people.
Humans.
You know, I've done a lot for people to a point where, you're still waiting for that Merc. You told me by 2024 or look, even parents. Mom, you told me once I get my degree, you're gonna give me this, right? So, after a while you move on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think when somebody contribute, whether let's say, I would say instead of contribution, let's call it investment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When someone invests their time with you or for you, I highly appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, where am I here? I'm investing my time for you, right? Or with
Thank
you,
you.
right?
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's really what it is because I appreciate you and I see value
Appreciate
in
you
things
as
that you're
well.
doing right now. That's really what it is. So I go with investment when people invest their time, their intellectual properties, ideas into my businesses, and vice versa. I only invest my time with people who see value in what I have to bring to the table. That's it. I don't force myself to be anybody's friend. I don't need friends.
Fair
I need
enough.
loyal people with morals and integrity.
Fair
Because
enough.
sometimes friends can be funny too.
Yeah.
Hello. You know what I'm saying? So I came to a stage where if we share the same interests, the same mentality as far as life, you my friend.
Calm.
Like I don't care about duration. I care about foundation.
Calm. So you don't have anything to say about expectations? Oh, you dived
Yeah.
through that. So I have a question as well. In let's say in a relationship with, like, let's say not with family now, let's say with a girlfriend, what are your expectations?
From my partner.
Yeah. What are your
If I had one.
Yeah. Oh, okay, you don't have one now. But I'm just saying, like, oh
No,
my
I mean,
God.
I'm
No, sorry.
trying to make sure that it's clear.
Sorry. Like, if you have a girlfriend, what are your expectations of her from her and your contributions? What do you think you can, what you want back? Like, okay, fine, you probably don't want anything back, but what would you actually think she should have an idea to contribute to you
Yeah.
instead of,
I
I don't
don't
want to say
I
you
don't really
expecting.
ask much because I'm saying this with all humility. I'm extremely blessed.
Amen.
So when I spend time with any female or any potential girlfriend, like like all I'm asking you is to be authentic. I don't even need gift. Like I can just buy my own shit. If I need something, I get it.
But are you not deserving of a gift from your girl?
If you want to, go ahead. But like that's not my love language.
Come,
It's not. I can get whatever I want to get.
come.
Like my love language is your transparency. It's your honesty. It's your rawness. If you're raw, if you're honest, if you just attention to my details, attention to what I'm saying, that's how I feel loved. You see what I'm saying?
You're being taken into consideration, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the word.
Okay.
Actually, obviously, if you're not, buying me gifts, surprise me with something, yo, babe, I got you something. Yeah, cool, thank you, I'll take it.
Makes sense.
But like, I'm a giver. Like I don't want to compete with that. Like I give. That's who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
makes
then back to
sense.
contribution. Yeah, again, your time. Your time, communication,
Clear communication.
intellectual conversations turn me on. Right? If you just want to come to me and talk about, obviously I do like my BS even now and then, gossiping, we are human beings.
Yeah.
But I love when we can dive in and, cause like I'm a non-toxic, confrontational man. So I love to stretch conversations. I
Yeah.
like to challenge that.
I think it's good
You know what I'm
just
saying?
to get,
Again, non-toxic, confrontational men, non-toxic, which means
Okay.
I enjoy dope conversation. And mind you, English is my third language.
Okay.
Third.
You're doing good.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
You're doing
I
good.
speak French, by the way.
Oh, you do chauvet.
Nah, don't do that, man. We got public here. We got audience. Sorry.
Okay.
No, really though. That's really how I am. Like I just love some good dialogues and debate. Healthy debate where we can go somewhere and find something constructive with it.
I like that
That's
as
it.
well. I like if you can communicate.
Non-toxic, confrontational, man.
Just clarifying yourself.
Hashtag.
Oh God,
Yeah, go ahead.
that's dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like that as well. I like if you can actually give me a clear communication and we can just know this is what happened. This is where we're at now. It's been talked about. We both understand what happened and there's no more shenanigans.
And that's beautiful, man. When you have that clarity on the table, it brings peace, man.
Peace. Like, just tell me what's on your mind.
I mean,
Let
it's
me
not
know.
always easy because you gotta understand
What's on your mind?
we are dealing with introvert and extrovert people. I'm saying, like, shout out to my friend. I got friends who are very introvert. Like, for them to speak, I gotta push them.
Hey,
I'm like, bro,
I have one.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
I
like,
have
bro,
one.
what is wrong, bro?
I have a shout out to my
Talk to
babe.
me. You know what I'm saying? And I
Hey.
don't, and I get it. Sometimes they're gonna hold you back until like next month.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna say, oh, the other day when I'm like, when did I say that? When did I do that? When did we? Oh, yeah, like we were eating and then you say something to me
Oh,
and then they
mine
like
doesn't
it.
do that.
Yeah, so
Mine's
certain people,
simple.
yeah, so sometimes people are just introvert, but as soon as you push them a little bit,
Yeah.
they might be more open to you.
Yeah, calm. The more they get comfortable.
Exactly.
Yeah, the more. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. For me, I would answer the question as well. I would say that for expectation, never ever have expectation from anything. If you want to do something, just do it from the bottom of your heart. Because if you want to have expectation, you're gonna be left heartbroken because you're waiting. It's like you did something from somebody and then you're just waiting to get in. Don't expect. Just do. And just move on. And if it comes back, it comes back. And as a Christian woman as well, it would definitely always come back. So,
Always come back?
Yeah.
But what if it wasn't for you, that comeback situation?
Like, it depends though. If
Always
you
come
sowed
back,
a good seed, the good seed will germinate and come back. If you sow a bad seed, it will germinate and come back.
What if you get the bad seed just to teach you a lesson?
Well, life happens and then you learn from it. Okay. Oh, cool. So, contribution. If I have a man, I'm going to contribute in his life. And if he wants to contribute in mine, it will be healthy. But I'm not going to ask. You have initiative to know. So depending on the partner. And it's good to contribute in each other's life. So that's why we're together. You get that? So I wouldn't be.
So basically, you're all together for mutual interest.
Say that again.
So you guys are together for a mutual interest purposes.
And no, not interest.
So basically, baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you.
Please.
I know what you want. So is what it is.
No,
I'm
like,
try-
no,
I'm
you're
trying to
trying
make
to
sure-
like, you're trying to put it in the box that. No, not like that. It's bad. No, it's trying to put it in this box that. That's not how I see it. I just see it as like, even like Jesus, like God in heaven blesses us with a reward. Like we acknowledge him, we respect him, we pray.
But
Give
God
us a
does
reward.
expect a lot from us.
Yeah, he does. Oh yeah, that's true.
But you don't see that that's pressure,
That's true though.
right?
That's
Like
true.
the
Like,
expectation
a lot
from
like
God
what?
is
A lot like what? Name one.
crazy. Yeah, you gotta be faithful to Him. Saying you gotta obey your parents because they are your God on
True.
earth.
Basically,
What
the
else?
commandment.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and many more.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
you have to be good to your neighbor.
Yeah.
These are
have to
and
be good to your neighbor.
if you don't do these things,
Respond to your neighbor.
you know what I'm saying? So if you don't do these
Call
things,
your neighbor.
so now if you don't do these things, so basically you're not matching God's
Yeah, true.
expectations.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now imagine we gotta deal with God and human beings at the same time.
Ha.
So that's why I told you that. That's why I stopped judging people.
Yeah, judge
Because
not
life
another.
is living life alone is a battle,
Yeah,
man.
it's life in. Judge not
You know what I'm
another.
saying?
Even the Bible said
I don't
so.
judge no more. Like I stop pointing fingers because life,
Yeah.
'cause you don't know what people go through. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see a guy or girl smiling on the camera doing, FaceTime.
They might
and
get home and start crying.
start crying.
Yeah,
I got
Vanna.
friends like that. I got friends who literally going through it every day. Male friends.
Yeah.
Grown, 35 kids and everything.
Men go through it
They
as
go
well.
through it.
They have
So
emotions.
also about man, don't be afraid, man. Speak up.
Thank you.
Man, listen, mental health is real.
Real.
Like I used to neglect that. I thought mental health is only for white people. That is. No, I thought mental
You're
health.
being honest, I
but
like
then
that.
when you grow, as you grow, you start to, I think dealing with people's energy, right? You are constantly challenged by people's energy every day. You know what I'm
Every
saying?
day.
So
Every
mental
day.
health is a thing. Again, if you go through mental health, do not hesitate to reach out, call. I don't know which number y'all have. Just find a way.
Yeah.
Don't die in silence. Don't suffer in silence. Don't do that.
Yeah. Find
You know what I'm
somebody
saying?
you trust.
So mental health
you're
is
comfortable
a thing, especially now with
it
this
is.
social media competition.
Yeah. Assumptions as well.
yeah.
Don't be doing that in this life situation because
Yeah.
life is life in now. If you tell somebody they didn't get back to you, it's okay when you see them to express, but like at least if they get to see you, they can see the facial expression. English has come again. They can see your face and know that okay, like this is how you mean it. But if you type it, they might misunderstand it. But let people breathe, give people time, let people come back by themselves.
Every time when my
Don't
friends, let's say like I'm trying to work with someone, right? Let's say we agree on time, date, location, for instance, right? I say, hey man, I'm gonna see you on Friday, this time, and on that Friday, the artist don't show up at my studio. The old me, I'll be mad. Like, what the? Yo, we agreed on da, right? But now it's kind of like, you know what? Let me put myself in his shoe. Maybe something
I got to
happened,
that stage as well.
and I'm saying like he doesn't have the courage to reach out because a lot of men don't know how to express the mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? So now sometimes I reach out, yo, bro, you good? I didn't see you yesterday. What's going on?
maturity.
Oh yeah, Chris, glad you called, man. I thought if I called you yesterday, you'd be mad at me. No, what's up, bro? Yeah, man, yo, listen, bro, I'm going through it, man. This happened. Oh, bro, I didn't know. Listen, man, take your time. Oh yeah, bro, it's all good. You come first. And somehow they're going, oh shit, he actually cares about my mental health.
They
Because
feel
life
loved, man.
life is really hard.
It is.
Regardless how much money you make, life is hard either
Money
way.
doesn't. It only.
You know what
It's
I'm
just
saying?
for the necessity. It's
Exactly.
not happiness.
It's not happiness.
It's
It is
not.
though. It depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, it is in a way. You need money for the necessity or like to go on holiday or to do whatever. But the
Money gives you options.
Hmm?
Money gives you options and access. I think having access is a part of happiness. Obviously, the money don't give you joy, but it gives you a bit of peace of mind. It does.
Like
Come on now.
peace of mind.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
is it to get all the fancy things, the
No.
materialistic stuff?
Access. Money talk.
Money,
Have you heard that quote? The money talk.
money speaks. Yeah, I
So
get
like put
that.
where put your mouth where your money is.
Yeah, but you still not get bored.
Boy, with what? With money?
Like, do you?
Name one person who's bored with money. One. Just one person.
But do they?
Out of 8 billion, just one person.
I don't know.
Nobody.
It's idle. But
Obviously, money can bring problems,
it,
but also if you're wise enough, you could use the money to bless other people or to open more, should I say, to create more opportunities. So money gives you access.
how about?
It does. I mean, to me, it is.
Yeah.
That's how I use my money, to get access or to afford certain things that I couldn't without money.
Can you
Obviously,
get real? Can you get real vibe with money, or
Real
it's just gonna
vibe?
be people are just gonna put on a show because you're rich? Do you get the real? Do
no,
you enjoy?
I can feel it when someone put a show like pretend to be my friend, whatever, because of my access or my tools. Yeah, I feel it.
That's
Oh,
what I keep
therefore.
saying to people as well. Like,
Oh yeah, no.
your
Oh,
real
man,
ones, your real ones are the
can
one.
really,
You know.
like I said, that's why we have the spirit of discernment. Like I can really tell when somebody just wanna say, "Hey, what up, bro? Hey, man, I fuck with you, man." Because of my level or
yeah.
my position.
Can make
But
sense.
I'm not naive to that concept
I get that.
because I can really tell.
Makes sense.
You know.
Reasonable enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, and I think that's all my question actually.
That's all you had.
That's all I have for you.
Chris.
Do you have any questions to put on? You were talking about mental health. I actually love that.
Yeah,
And
man.
I like the fact that it's coming from a guy because you lot are Lulu when you're going through
You know why I
life.
say that? Because I've been through it myself. I've been to mental health 2021.
2021, that's not
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say what caused me to get there, but when I felt like, okay, I think I need to reach out to someone, and I did. I reached out, man. I just called a
glad
guy.
you did.
I humbled myself and I expressed myself. I said, "Yo, I feel this, and and he prayed for me on the phone. He came to my house. We chill, we ate food, played video games, we had a laugh. You know what I'm saying? I think that man, listen, crying to another man when you're going through it, it's really okay.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't cry much, but if I have to cry just to let that anger or that stress out of my body, or my mind, I will.
Don't box it.
Listen, like
box
who's gonna check me,
Exactly.
and who gives a damn?
Exactly. No
You
one
see
cares.
what I'm saying? So if you think like that, also you gotta understand that it is your life. You are the captain of your ship.
Exactly.
So if you don't rock your boat, who else will?
You just sink.
The wind, you sink and die. And a lot of niggas can swim and shit. That's even worse. Now imagine don't know how to swim with anxiety and mental health.
Yeah.
I'm saying you done.
True. I have a question.
Yeah.
What helps men with their anxiety? How do men actually come out of their anxiety? Like, how do you cope with your anxiety as a man? Like, because I'm like, you lot like to do big man thing and that.
Big man thing. I would say anxiety is everybody's best friend. Because it's always there. You can't escape anxiety.
Sure.
Every single time before I go on stage, I have this crazy 25-second anxiety. Every single time when I have a big thing coming up, I always get anxiety. But if it just comes to me off guard, like at home or whatever, how do I deal with it? I play video games. That's me. Because I'm familiar with it. I know how I feel when I have anxiety.
Oh, makes sense.
Like I know the last name, the first name of my anxiety. I'm saying, like, I know them by names. I know exactly who they are, how they look like. Okay, he's come. Okay, you know what? I see it. I feel it coming. Let me get my video game, play loud music in my house. But if I lose a game while having anxiety, then there's a problem.
There's something wrong.
Then I'm a cry.
Yeah, because that's
You know what I'm saying? But even cry is cool. You cry because of whatever, right? Because I feel like we should learn how to tackle it. Like find a way to tackle the anxiety. I'm saying don't wait until it builds up. Once you feel it, or sometimes I go back home, man. Like I go to my parents' house.
calm.
You know,
Family.
I should drive down to my parents' house and stay there, man.
Family.
I
That's
go to my
calm.
family because I know they're gonna make me laugh. You know what I'm
They're gonna
saying?
annoy you.
They're
But you
gonna
still
know
gonna
me. They're
love
gonna
them.
bully you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna call you big head, big
Yeah.
ears,
You know.
man. Look at you, broke ass. Come here. What you
Yeah.
need?
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
Buy me
Chris
this.
here. You
Buy
know what I'm
me
saying?
that. Oh,
And then
stop.
eventually you feel good again. Or sometimes spend time with great friends, great
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wish I could, I could drop names, but I got great people in my life that actually make sure I'm okay.
Are you okay?
They're
That's
actually
good.
making sure that Chris is
Are
okay.
you okay?
Because these are people that actually know me.
Calm.
They know me, not know about me like you know about me or know of me. They actually know who I am.
Yeah.
And they
Calm.
know when Chris act this way because of that. Let me just be around him because, and vice versa. Same thing with me. I mean, when I see my friends start to act funny, oh yeah, I think it's about that time. Let me just make sure he's cool or she's cool.
Calm.
But video games, my family, music, playing keys, sometimes he helps a lot. I'm saying like do a dog
You
dog
teach
walk.
lessons, right?
I teach lessons.
For like, is it to play the instrument?
Who told you that?
I saw on your story.
Oh, you saw it? Shit, I made it. Yeah, I teach.
Calm. That's cool.
I got a little studio where I teach people how to produce and play keys. I think that once you know how to play keys, you can do so much, man. You can go anywhere. You know, like you can, because most of my songs, man. Let's talk about my music. The hell?
Your music.
Yeah, that's
Tell,
what I'm here for.
tell them about your
What you
music
talking
because
about?
I didn't really deep down into you
Yeah,
like that.
I'm an artist, producer, songwriter, entrepreneur. You know, I write, produce. You know, I got my own studio called Timo Universal where
Go to this man's studio.
we
guys.
have a lot of artists that we have worked with. We had great success, even being featured on EA game FIFA 2020.
Hey, baby.
And I've also produced the Virgin Media campaign.
Big man and that.
Shout out to my day one good friend, business partner, Jay Yellowell. That's the artist that we actually made a lot. You know, we won together and still winning together.
Amen.
So
That's
you know,
good.
I've turned my passion to serious business.
Right.
You know, I've took my time to study the science behind, let's say social human experiment.
Just a human experiment.
I think when you understand how human being work, you can do a lot with it. Not using them, but like working around it or like working through it.
Smart.
Once you understand that, you can do anything.
Makes sense.
Human are not complicated. We are, as in I am, because I don't understand myself.
True.
Once you understand yourself, it's easy for you to comprehend your people around you.
Yeah.
You know.
Find your peace of mind as well, guys.
Peace of mind is everything. I really love peace, man. I've said no to a lot of things just for my own peace of mind,
It's good.
including deals, including things I knew for a fact. If I get involved with this, it's not gonna give me peace.
Yeah, and with me as well, yeah. See me as a person. I mean, I'm sitting out here looking all cute in my Dululu stats. Like
With my Lulu stats.
like in terms of like I have like this thing that when I'm upset, like before I won't think. I would just let my emotion at that time. My emotion at that time would be the one acting, talking, misbehaving. But now, and because I'm an overthinker as well, it made it even worse for me. But now I'm
Overthinking.
like I can overthink. You
Can
know?
I take it off?
You can, yeah, you can take it off.
Um,
So because I'm an overthinker as well. So but now I'm learning to like, instead of you, and actually I have a friend actually that I learned that from. I literally told my friend that as well. Instead of you to react, just breathe. Just don't talk. Because me on a normal day, I would just literally tell you how I felt.
But what if
right?
you are in the moment, let's say heated argument, like back and forth, pa 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 pa. So when do you have time to breathe? While you're breathing, your person already have like 25,000 words ready for you.
That's the thing. You see, with me, I don't just go about arguing with people or whatever. Disrespect. I don't like that. So if you respect is reciprocal, like I don't like you disrespecting me, and not even to somebody that is close to me that is I know, and I don't like you taking advantage of somebody.
But do you think that we have the power to control people's emotions and perspective?
I don't think so.
when it comes to disagreement or confrontation?
Yeah, I think like we were all different individuals that have like different things that we want to work on. But when there's like before it becomes really, really like a big argument, maybe you can as well do something that like to just walk out,
Right.
just to make it. Because me, when I'm upset, when something happened and I'm upset, I ended up crying because like maybe I say something and I ended up like crying
So why
because
do
it
you
upset
cry?
me, because I don't want to upset somebody and I don't want somebody upsetting
So
me,
then you cry.
because I'm crying because that's how I express my emotion. Like that's just
And then
how I
after
am.
crying, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel, maybe I cry when I cry, to be honest.
You cry while arguing or after the argument? Or like do you like walk away and cry in your room by yourself? Or you
It
cry right
depends.
there on
It
the scene?
depends. It depends. If you're somebody that is close to me, you're close to me, and I can't control it at that time. I might be talking, and then my eyes are already gone red. Boom, it's dropping.
So you're emotional.
Yeah, I'm emotional. But if if you're not close
By the
to
way,
me,
it's not a bad thing being emotional.
yeah, it's not. But too much of it is bad. Me, I'm too
No, I'm
emotional. I
emotional.
beg.
Me too.
Me, I'm too
But now
emotional.
the way I deal with it now is like I'm trying my best to de-escalate
Okay.
argument. Like I'm actually conscious. Okay, I see exactly what's happening right now. I'm arguing with this person. I got two choices. I could go all the way, or diffuse the whole situation, rethink, rebounce. Just a couple of days ago, me and my friend were arguing in my house. Like it was just very, very, very intense argument. So I was like, you know what? I still got power over this. That's my third voice talking to me. Chris, you still have power into this. You can actually de-escalate. You don't have to go deeper. Like I'm hearing that voice while she's right here. I'm like, no, that's me doing this.
Shanice, shut it,
And then
please.
I go, all right, cool. She go, what you mean cool? I heard you.
I like that.
Even though I know for a fact that, even though I got words ready, I got weapons, I got bullets, I got words about to, but I go,
I like that. Silence.
and then somehow, few hours later, they're gonna be like, you know what? I appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
And I do it even with men sometimes. No, because it's really about control. Like emotional control is everything. Because once I get emotional and let that thing, take over my body, I'm gone. It's up now, it's stuck now. So now you gotta find a way to come down, and that might take me another few hours. So that's why I always like to go to the peaceful aspect of life. I mean, of the argument,
Yeah.
and find a way to diffuse. Because if you keep going, like nobody want to lose at that moment.
Yeah, that's
Because at that moment nobody's wrong, right? So sometimes you gotta be the bigger person and say, "Hi, you know what? Cool." Literally,
yeah.
I
True,
heard
but
you.
you can't always be the
It
bigger
doesn't.
person
It
all the
doesn't. It
time.
doesn't always work
Yeah.
because sometimes I can't handle myself.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
kind of like, all right,
exactly.
cool. Let's just argue because now we're here
Yeah.
now. We might as well just go all the way.
But what make me really emotional mostly is that I could start crying in front of you is if you do something that I would never do to you, I would be asking, but why did you do that though? Why did you do that? But
Usually, when you ask why, what type of answer do you get?
no, they like it's mostly like answers like okay, like like they don't really give me an answer, and I always wanted to have an answer, but I don't really get an answer. But and then after a while, when I'm calm, then I just reflect on the individual. Would this person do this when they're in their right mind, or they do it without even knowing they were not supposed to do it?
Funny story, right? True story. This happened yesterday. No, wait. This happened yesterday. So I was on FaceTime with my friend, right? Talking, the vibe was amazing. Good vibe. We're just having a good vibe. FaceTime me talking about, hey, let's go for a trip. Bah, 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 bah. And then that friend said something to me, right? And when that friend said that thing to me, I was like, hold up. See that thing right there? Remember this time. If we ever escalate from here, you did it. You know what I'm saying? And he goes, what you mean? You said this to me? So I chose not to go there with you because I know where this can go. But if we ever argue tomorrow about this topic or that comment, you did it. Right there, we just diffused the whole thing. I'm not gonna lie, I felt good about it. I'm like, whoa, that's some high level shit. Because sometimes when you argue with someone, like you don't know where it started.
True.
I'm saying like you do like, I mean, we only kind of like analyze few hours later. I caught it. I'm like, see that right there, that comment. Like I can choose to go there with you and argue. Probably I'll win the fight because I love debating. I love words. I love vocabulary.
Gonna roast them up.
But I said, today I'm tired. Not today. Just remember, you said that thing first. And they apologize. You know what, Chris?
Oh,
I
that's
apologize.
calm. I like that as well.
Yeah.
Like take
You know what I'm
accountability,
saying? Accountability, man.
of your own action.
Yeah.
Don't, if you do something really bad to somebody, have conscience. Have conscience in this life and say, I'm sorry, I deeply said this.
But did you know that some people run away from the conscience? They actually block the
But
conscious aspect of
that
them.
just define them. Because some people know
Define them as well,
it define the type of individual they have.
which is
Like, that's who you are. I know you for who you are now, that you don't take accountability.
but some people may not be who they think they are, but they're just reacting based on the moment. So
True.
it's really hard to
This
it's
world,
hard to know
man.
people, man.
It's crazy, man.
You know, I don't know, like I've been so passionate about people these days.
I have people that owe you apology and they know, but they won't just apologize because they have big pride that is running in their veins.
It's not pride, it's
Some
lack
people
of
have pride.
I think it's lack of emotional intelligence. Because for me, I do apologize when I'm wrong. Sometimes even when I'm pissed, I'm angry, like my blood is boiling, but I know I'm wrong. So you know what? Okay, cool. I apologize. Just a couple weeks
That's you
ago,
having conscience as well.
for instance, me and my friend, brother JT Yellowell, you know, a lot of people think that we always, you know what I'm saying, like it's always rosy, and sometimes we have crazy fight.
Of course.
Sometimes
you
I'm
fight with
wrong,
your friend.
he's wrong, I'm right, and then when I'm wrong, you know, bro, I apologize.
Yeah, me, I always apologize to my
saying?
friends. I don't care. Like, if I do something wrong, they know anyways. But patience will say so.
So then, do you apologize for your conscious purpose, or just to ease the stress or the pain of your friend?
It's the two.
As in just to diffuse the whole
It's
thing.
not just for that. Not just for that. I just want, yeah, true. I just want peace, and I don't want to hurt their feelings.
So you
And I
want
also
peace.
don't want to be in
So
bad
you want peace for you,
for the both of us.
or you want clarity and understanding.
Clarity and understanding.
Sometimes some people might run away from confrontational conversation.
No, I'm not running.
Not because of peace, because they don't know how to handle it.
I never run. I'm sorry.
Never run?
No, I never run.
You toxic.
I'm. Maybe I am.
Got it.
Maybe I am.
Toxic.
I never run. Like, boo boo, you have a problem? Put it on this table. Oh yeah, let's dissect it. Let's talk about it. What part is it that upset you? What part is it that upset me? Okay, this is what you said upset me. Like we you know, we do check the anatomy of the conversation, and then from there I'll say, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking it this way. Oh, I was seeing it this way.
Like,
And then
how do
that's
you
me.
deal with?
I just want it to be cleared.
Okay, so how do you deal with low IQ people? Let's say, here's the problem. This shit happened, but they still don't see it.
They don't see it.
They don't understand. They don't. It's kind of like they want you to speak A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know what I'm saying, for them. So now, how do you deal with that?
See, for me, it's pretty simple, because you're automatically blind and deaf. There is no braille that can. You're not intelligent on that aspect. So how can you? There's no braille that can even help you see.
So now, how can you help them without insulting their intelligence?
No, if I have said it, if I explain my part, and I also want them to see where I'm coming from, and there's evidence there, and they still not, I'll leave it. I can't do more than that. Because how more can you keep going? It's not like you're gonna dismiss them forever, but you let them see where you're coming from, and evidence is there, no?
Okay.
And then somebody that will not even own up to it, like they're already deaf and blind, you know.
Basically, you're gonna let them drown.
I'm not letting you drown, but sometimes you need to let people make let them make mistake. If I teach you how to fish now, I want you to show me how I did it. I can't be there to fish for you all the time. You need to be able to do it yourself, because if you don't learn in a simple kind way that I'm putting you through, you will learn in a hard way.
But then what's simple to you might not be simple for me, right?
True.
You all have different life experience.
We are complicated.
For instance, like when I go out, I mean when I go to work, when I hustle, for me it's very, very, very simple. And I love the idea of hustling. But I also have friends who don't know how to work. They don't know how to be consistent. So what I do is I understand them, and I like them to learn from my actions. Because certain people they are not word smart, but they are visually smart. Show them how you do it, so that they can be inspired.
They can be
The
inspired.
same way,
Sorry, I'm just trying to manage
no
my
problem.
ticket, Karen.
I mean, like, big shout out to my dad. That man is a hustler.
Shout out to Daddy.
My dad's a hustler. That dude, he bought a private plane at 35.
Wait,
Dead ass.
You-
No,
you-
he
are you
bought no
balling?
when he was no, not me.
I'm so
my
bad.
dad, he bought a private jet at 35.
hey.
So imagine that age seeing a private jet. You wanna be you
you
are
wanna,
inspired.
yeah, you want to do better as well.
You're like, oh man, I would love to even be close to that. So that's how I learn. I view, I see it, I visualize it, and then I learn from it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, sometimes, man, certain people, it's not that they're not smart. They just have different IQ when it comes to different subjects.
That's true. Yeah. So, but you can help them see, and then they can
Yeah,
actually
by example.
educate themselves. No,
Yeah, of course.
that's my
Of course,
point.
by example. Yeah, but you know what's funny? I enjoyed this interview.
Thank you.
I think that we had a good time talking about whatever.
Thank you.
Very, not my type of conversation, but you kind of push the envelope, which is great.
I'm glad.
No, not really, because mind you, artists, we need platform like this where we can just express our inner thoughts.
Yeah.
Because we spend so much time to talk about music and what's next and whatnot. So you have a different formula, which I think that he has a bright future if you keep going.
Thank you.
Don't compete. You know what I'm saying? Collab. Don't compete.
Okay. Thank you.
So,
I'm actually glad you said that, because that's what I try to do as well, because I'm very big on mental health, and I just kind of feel like in reality we should just be ourselves and just live our
Right.
truths, and regardless of people always talk and have
living your truth in this
Yeah.
crazy world, that's the hardest thing to do.
it is hard, but at
I
the same
think it's
time
really hard.
it is.
How do you live your truth in this crazy hyenas
I
world?
d- living your truth, not a lot of people will like you. So you have to just accept that this is your truth and you're real about it. Why wouldn't you embrace that? Because a lot of people are not even happy with themselves, but they don't like what you're doing, but they're fun.
Yeah, that's why for me, the way I see it, it's kind of like if you are a visionary, if you have a vision, you got to be prepared to walk alone. Because it's not everybody who will understand your vision. Only you do.
Exactly. That's
Like
why
you got to be prepared to be solo
lonely at
dolo.
the top.
Literally.
Lonely.
Literally.
You know?
Yeah. So it's kind of like only you understand your vision, right? Only you see that true color of your vision. So also don't expect people to understand you when it comes to things that you see that they don't see.
They don't see.
Don't convince people to work with you. You are the visionary. You are the captain. You just keep going,
Thank
and
you.
eventually you will have the right people that will come to you with the right mind to invest their time. First, time. When somebody say, "Hey, I want to work with you," that's already enough.
Do you know why I'm smiling?
Why?
Because you're sitting here.
Why?
Because you're right here.
Meaning?
Because it means a lot.
Okay.
Also. Because me interviewing people, talking about shows in the shows and everything, and then you are here, it's beautiful because it's what I love to do, and then it's like I'm seeing myself bringing it
Of
alive.
course. I do. I would love to believe that you manifested this day. Not to blow my own trumpet, but we put in work. I would love to believe that I'm a valuable player as far as this industry. So me being here, one, because of how you present your business
Thank
and
you.
how you carry yourself.
Thank you.
That I saw a few faces that I recognize. I saw my man Jafari. I saw a few
Jafaris.
other friends. I'm like
Uncle Jack.
Uncle Jaffa. I was like, you know what? That means that's something that I would love to be a part of.
Yeah.
And not
I'm
only
glad.
that, it's just your character.
Thank you.
And that's something that I'm also working on myself, my character, man.
Me too.
You gotta understand, there are certain people who still, remember you 10 years ago.
True.
So when they meet their friends, they're gonna talk about you based on that 10 years ago experience,
Yeah.
not knowing that
You've changed.
you've changed. You see what I'm saying? You've changed, and now you're here now.
Constant, yeah.
So I think that we will forever work on our character. I'm not perfect. I'm not chasing
I'm
to be
not
perfect.
perfect, yeah.
I'm chasing clarity.
Yeah.
I'm chasing, righteousness.
Yeah.
I'm chasing what's fair
What's
for
fair.
my life.
Yeah.
But I'm not here to please the world.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because the world will continue with or without you.
Exactly. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. You're
Yeah,
right. Like,
yeah.
the world, it keep moving. It doesn't
Keep
stop,
moving, man.
you
The
know.
world and the clock, tick tock
TikTok.
tock.
That's
you
why
know what I'm saying?
with me as well. Like, it's not like, oh, she's always acting, putting on personality, or she's trying to be sweet or anything.
True that you were acting.
No, like, like some people, I see people.
But that's the vibe
act-
that I got from you when you came in. You
Some
gave me this, First of all, you came late.
Apologies.
No. You came
Apologies.
late, and then you gonna call me cheeky for asking why you late. Yo, what type of high level div is that? How you gonna call me cheeky when I was outside 20 minutes before you?
Apologies, huh? Apologies.
But that's all good.
Yeah, but like,
all good.
I don't put anything on. It's me. If I'm not happy with something, I don't leave it. I tell you, bro, this is not nice. I don't like it. I tell you my truth, and that is it. And then somebody have even told me before, patience. Sometimes don't always tell your truth. I can't help it. But now I'm learning as well to balance it. But whatever you see is what is me. I don't have time to put an act. I don't have time.
But there are many ways to tell the truth without telling the truth. If that makes sense. Because it's all down to emotional intelligence. It's all down to, your IQ as well.
True.
Because you understand that not everybody think like you,
True.
right? Or process thoughts the way you do. So my truth, it might be truth to me, but to you, it might sound aggressive or it might sound like an attack. So you got to find ways to find the right words. I would say find universal words when you deal with universal people that you don't know.
Calm.
Unless I know you, then I will speak to you more specific. But if you're just someone that I met like a couple hours ago, like I don't owe you no explanation. But if I have to speak my truth, I'll find a way to speak it so that you understand where I'm coming from.
That. Thank you.
Because you can understand that we are living in this world with people. So we will forever need people.
True. We can't do all alone.
You cannot do it. You cannot.
It's in the Bible as well.
It is exactly. You
It is in
cannot.
the Bible. The Bible talks about friendship, and
Yeah.
we are not supposed to be alone.
We
So
can't.
you guys should go and
Yeah.
read.
So imagine if you spoke your truth to someone that maybe potentially he was your bridge to your next city or your next door. So just the fact that the way you articulated your
Yeah.
words, even though that was your truth, now he's like, oh, you know what? Fuck this girl.
Yeah, true.
Just because you didn't really come off
Properly.
properly. So I think that's something that I'm also working on myself.
Yeah.
Learning how to speak certain way
Me too.
to
I'm
not
learning,
burn
though.
bridges. Because
I'm
bridges
learning.
are bridges, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for that.
Now you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, guys, this is the end of this episode, and I'm glad to have this amazing man here today. And everything we said here today was like fantastic. So share, like, subscribe to your friend, to your cousin, to your aunties, to your uncles, whatever. But make sure to subscribe, guys. And do you want to leave your social?
Yeah, man. Chris Cabs everywhere. Chris Cabs spelled with the Kabs. Chris Cabs Instagram. Chris Cabs YouTube, Google, Wikipedia. Chris Cabs Clubhouse. Chris Cabs Twitter. Chris Cabs everywhere. My tour starts next year, January. My EP, Blessing in Disguise, dropping January 5th, actually.
January 5th.
Yeah.
Save the date,
so
guys.
Please save the date. Show me love and support. I cannot do this thing alone, and that's a fact.
Love is all we need.
Yeah,
you
love
know?
yourself.
So,
Wait, can you sing as well?
yeah, I can sing. I'm trying.
Try. Okay.
So,
we're gonna talk about
anyways,
that.
guys, we're gonna see you guys in the next episode.
We out.
Peace.
That's it.
That was good.
Was it good?